Hi there, Dr. Julie Hartman here with the mindfulresourcecenter.com, and I'm so excited to have a moment to be able to hop on to an impromptu video because I have been getting feedback on the free 5-day e-course that I have launched to our VIP parent list. These are 40 self-selected parents who wanted to get their hands on this course first, and in exchange for getting a pre-release version of this course, they have been giving us feedback on what is working, what's not working. They've offered us a chance to kind of work out some of our tech glitches, and I wanted to offer something based on a request that several of them have asked, and that is for me to convert this e-course into video format. Okay, so the emails are for 5 days, 1 day each, a different topic related to empowering your anxiety-prone child or teen. It's a parent's guide, although it appears that several therapists have also been downloading it, and I can't quite tell if they have anxiety-prone kids themselves, and so they're benefiting from it as parents, or if they work with kids and they know that our content tends to be really helpful for kids and families. So several people have asked for it in video format, and so for instance it's 5 days, and so what I am considering doing is doing a brief video of the content each day so that I can offer this course. It would still be a free e-course, but what I'll do is I will offer a link so that people can have a choice of whether they want to consume the information through a video of me teaching like this, or if they would like to read the email, right? So if you're at work, it's probably going to be easier for you to read it, right? But if you're home, like whatever, eating your cereal in a robe in the morning, it might be easier for you to I notice that some people are hopping on here. So say hi. I would love to interact with you directly. It's one of the things that I love about doing these kind of videos. So do say hi and let me know where you're from. So, if you're in your robe eating your Cheerios, it might be easier for you just to get a direct lesson from me via video. And some people learn, in that format. I know I like to read information, but I also really like audio and video trainings. Just this morning, as I was driving in traffic on the way to work after dropping off my kids at school, I listened to an audio training, and I really love consuming information that way. So let me get right to it. So this first video is on the 2 types of childhood anxiety. Now there's a ton of different clinical diagnoses related to anxiety, right? We've got OCD, we have phobias, we have PTSD. That's actually not what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is the 2 types of childhood anxiety, and in particular which one is really good, which one we want to keep, which one we want to nurture, and why anxiety is actually one of my all-time favorite emotions. And that is because of the first type of anxiety, which is the main type that we're supposed to be operating on as a functional emotion, is what we call healthy anxiety or helpful anxiety. Okay, so that is our emotion that gets triggered in situations that are really important to us, that are valuable to us. So healthy anxiety is there to help us oxygenate the parts of our brains that will help us be really alert to a situation so that we can bring our best forward. All right, so examples of what healthy or helpful anxiety looks like and sounds like and feels like in kids, so you can be poised as a parent to respond to it optimally and really nurture it. It's focus. So it feels like and looks like and sounds like focus. Something's really important. It has a a bit of intensity to it. Healthy and helpful anxiety is really wants to give attention to it now, and might ask questions about, how the situation is going to happen, or, needs some degrees of preparation for the situation, because you have a sense that the child wants it to go well. So for instance, I had some healthy anxiety before a big talk that I did to all the pediatricians in our area at our local hospital here in their grand rounds on the non-pharmacological treatment of ADHD. And I remembered, sort of within an hour of arriving, I couldn't drink my coffee because I already felt really caffeinated. Right? And I felt kind of like I just wanted to sort of do it. I kind of wanted to get in there and make it happen, right? And I felt a kind of a focus. Like I remember my husband kind of asked me a question about, am I going to go to the grocery store later on that day? And I remember kind of barking at him, kind of now's not the time. I'm really focused. I really, just am kind of wanting to get this thing going and get it right and have it go well, right? And I kind of looked over my PowerPoint slides and I kind of did some visualization, imagining it going really well. So that's an example of healthy anxiety, and it actually supported me in prioritizing the presentation, because for instance, I was on the second to last episode of one of my favorite Netflix shows these days, and it could have been very tempting that hour before that I didn't technically have anything else to do to go ahead and throw on that Netflix show and watch a little bit before my workday started, right? Or I could have gotten into a little bit more of kind of a gourmet breakfast, and instead I just sort of threw some cereal in a bowl, and I hunkered down and prepared and observed my presentation slides, and then kind of rolled right in feeling really ready. So that's healthy or helpful anxiety. Problematic anxiety is the second type of childhood anxiety that you are probably taking this course for, or you are sticking with this video for. Okay, so when most people hear about, childhood anxiety and wanting to learn about it, it's because their child gets stuck. All right, so problematic anxiety looks like and feels like and sounds like stuckness. It feels like urgency. It feels like a kind of a rigidity. Things have to go a certain way. There's no room for error. There is a lot of questions about how to prepare for it, but it's more kind of reassurance seeking rather than information seeking. It's is it going to be okay? Is it going to work out okay? Is my best friend going to be there? Because I might not know anyone at the party, and what if, so it's kind of a pressure around needing to make sure that things go okay. And so it actually has to do with an underlying sense of danger that the child feels that they need protection from. And the reason that is because the neurocircuitry that involves helpful anxiety, that supportive level of anxiety, all right, when it gets oxygenated and activated like it did for me with my presentation, you see that circuitry is shared with our fear circuitry, and the emotion of fear is purely responsible for self-protection and purely responsible for avoiding danger. And so because they share some neurocircuitry, when our healthy anxiety gets oxygenated and activated, right? So your teen really wants to do well on the midterm, and so they don't really want to come and sit down at the dinner table to eat their food. They want to bring it into their room and continue to study because they really want that to go well and right. Well, all that prioritization can sometimes, that oxygenation can kind of leak over and kind of wind up activating the fear circuitry. It's like the fear circuits go, what's going on over there? Something's intense. Something's really, really important to you. What's going on over there? Maybe there's danger. Maybe there's danger. And then it gets activated. And then the person finds themselves, for instance, that teen example that I just used, finds themselves going Mom, I can't come to dinner because I have to study, because if I get a bad grade on my midterm, bad. And it's you don't understand. And they become kind of adversarial and really rigid and not easily soothed. Okay, so the kind of anxiety that you are likely concerned about actually involves an overactive fear circuitry. And the kind of anxiety that we want to also help you know about so that you can nurture is that healthy, helpful anxiety. So in this course, we deep dive into more lessons around that so that you can know specifically how to address it, how to recognize it, what to do about it, and how to teach the tips and strategies and skills to your child or teen so that they too can become aware of when the emotion that is anxiety is on the scene, how it's complicated in that it could accidentally trigger fear circuitry in the mix, and then how they can develop and learn choices for a skillful response to how their brain is orienting toward whatever situation is coming their way. So if you are interested in learning more about this, let me know down in the comments, okay, so that we can go ahead and feel like there's enough kind of people that are interested that we can go ahead and update this email course into a series of videos that we can offer you all for free so that we can help be a positive influence in empowering anxiety-prone children and teens and partnering with parents and being the positive influence that the families need when it comes to the very tricky emotion that is anxiety. If you are interested in getting notified when these kind of things are becoming available, go ahead and let me know down in the comments. I'm actually, after this video is done, I'm going to put a link to go ahead and subscribe to the notification list. And if you are watching this on replay or you are watching this through our YouTube channel, please also consider giving us some feedback, letting us know what you liked, letting us know what you would like more of, okay? You can email us by going to our website at www.mindfulresourcecenter.com. Go over to the contact section, fill it out super quick, and let us know some of the things that you'd like us to teach you about so that we can go ahead and collaborate together on this really, really important emotion so that kids and teens can feel confident and courageous and curious about how the world works and about uncertainty and about the unknown aspects of their future without getting too bogged down by that neurocircuitry that can get overly oxygenated and filled up with fear. Okay, I look forward to connecting with you more, and I'll be in touch. Take good care.